We are connecting. Let me just flip this. And we're gonna flip you guys this way so I can see the chat. Let me just get situated here, y'all. And we're gonna get started in just a minute here. So, okay, we got a good view here. Making sure everyone can see everything. And then I'll head over here now. Oh, okay. So, welcome. Thanks for joining. What's up, Mac? So, I got some really cool sales over the weekend, and I wanted to show you guys because, let me bring up the chat just a little bit closer. And I wanted to show you guys because we got some really good stuff, but also, what's up, girl? But also, I got some really good, like, sourcing tips. If sourcing has, like, been a little bit, like, kind of crappy and all that stuff for you guys, I got some bundling opportunities that might help you guys. So that's another good way to that you're able to source. Thank you for all the gifts. So first off, this is like probably the best sell out of the whole weekend. I sold this CHP hat, which I just got at thank you for the gifts. Thank you for joining the team. And that I just got at a yard sale over this weekend. So I'm going to show you guys what sold first, and then we're going to go into the yard sale haul. But I spent a total of $136 at this yard sale. And this CHP hat sold for $297.97. So it was a pretty sweet find. The guy wouldn't take less than $30 for it. His dad was a collector, some crazy stuff. He collected a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. $297. There's like a couple comps on these for $450. So I was like, I don't think I can get $450. But I know I can get $300. So I just set it at that price really fast, and it sold in less than an hour. Like, I set my stuff probably between like 6:10 and 6:15, and it sold at like 6:43 is when I checked my phone that I got that sale. So it was a pretty sweet sale. I'm very excited about it. And this just honestly kind of made my weekend. It was like right at the end of the day, right on Monday. It turns out I looked at the buyer. It looks like they collect this like military stuff. They're like an actual collector, and then they sell what they don't want anymore. But yeah, $300. If you ever see these sort of like trooper hats, in this case, this is like a CHP California Highway Patrol hat. But yeah, exactly. Insane. Absolutely insane. I was very excited for this sale. It was awesome. And so I spent $136 at all the yard sales that day. So it was like a community sale. So buy cost I think is like $6 and some change, 40 something cents from what I remember when I put it in my. He didn't have any more. No, so he was selling some of his dad's stuff. He had some firefighter stuff, which I really wanted to see because I really love firefighting stuff, and like my girlfriend's a firefighter. But or she's training to be one. Not like, yeah, she's training to be one. Anyways, so he had like some firefighting stuff that he didn't want to show me. I also got from him a full film camera with like all the sets and everything. With like a telephoto lens, a kit lens, and some like shutter things. I'll show you guys all that stuff right now. And like some other cool stuff. Like he had some really pretty sweet stuff, like 2 radios, like a bunch of vintage stuff. His dad was like a big collector, and you know we love collectors. So but yeah. So I sold this one for $297.97. I had set all my stuff at 97 cents because for like a number psychology. Costco does it, all the big box stores do it, so it's a fun little way to do it. But yeah, $300 from like $6 and change to $300. Amazing. So this one's going out to Montana. Next up, I sold this right after that, honestly. I sold this Cuisinart rotisserie oven. It can fit a full like turkey in here. Sold for $54.97. I don't know where it's going to because I didn't really check. I just ship and go. I really don't mind where it goes. But yeah, this sold for $54.97. And it sold on eBay. The hat also sold on eBay. What else? These suspenders. This is like a new to me category that I do recommend people. We need a packing video on that. What, on the hat or on the rotisserie? Because I'll do either or. Yeah. So like, let me know. And all my packing stuff goes on YouTube, so I have a whole bunch of packing stuff because shipping was the hardest thing for me to learn as a as like now an everything seller. So I have a whole bunch of videos on like packing up, like printers, blazers, whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, I got you. I'm gonna ship as much as I can today, and then these two, since they sold last night, might leave tomorrow, just so I have enough time. And then obviously now that I'm making videos, so I have enough time for all that stuff. But back to this, suspenders is another good category. It's a nice bread and butter category, just like ties for me. Ties and now suspenders, which I'm adding. These were some vintage made in Germany suspenders. And they're like that paisley sort of pattern, and I'm pretty sure that's why they're doing so well. So yeah, these sold for $18, and I have like $4 into them because I got them at St. Vincent's, and there was like, and then they have the tag sales, so that's always fun. And then so this is, oh yeah, this is where I want to get into like the sort of yard sale opportunities that you can have if you have a harder time sourcing clothing or like stuff like that. Callaway is a brand I like to get at yard sales. Are extremely cheap, and I like to bundle it together because these two pairs of shorts, same size, just different, and the same pattern, just different colors, sold for both of them as for $24 as a bundle on Poshmark. So I highly recommend Callaway golf shorts, Callaway as a brand, but very, very cheap. So if that's a brand that you're finding a lot at yard sales and all that stuff, definitely grab it for like $1 or whatever and bundle it together. So that's what I should have done with all these polos, because I got a whole bunch of polos and a whole bunch of shorts, but I was selling everything individually back when I thought, like, you know, everything's what, like, you know, sell everything individually. I should have bundled all the Callaway shirts together, and I would have made so much more money, because this only sold for $7. These sold for $24. So there's a good difference there, and that's why I wanted to show that example as well, because between these two things, you can see bundling works, especially for brands like these that like you can get super, super cheap. Those common brands that you can get at yard sales for 50 cents a dollar. Bundle them all together if they're the same size, just different styles, and you can make some good money. So that's another thing that I like to tell people to do, just in case sourcing is a little bit hard. And then move into other categories. As you can see, I started as a clothing seller, and now I do a whole bunch of nonsense, and it's a fun time. So I'm learning stuff every day. These Hey Dude shoes sold. I got them at a yard sale for $3. I would not recommend paying more than, I guess, $3 to $5, maybe $5. I probably wouldn't pay for them. If you see them new and they're good, like retail arbitrage opportunities, do it, but comp before you check out, because favorite category to sell in. Favorite category to sell in, small electronics. For sure, small electronics. I love small electronics. There's big profits, and it's not that hard to test them. VCR DVD combos. Those are my absolute favorites. I just gotta learn to fix them when they don't work. So, yeah. Oh, shoes. Actually, shoes is probably my favorite category because it's my best category, according to my spreadsheet. And cleanup isn't that hard. It's actually kind of fun. If you use the drill bit, like the drill bit cleaner attachment thing, beautiful. Super fast. Like, that's what I did with these. But yeah, anyways, do not get them. I wouldn't pay more than $5 for Hey Dudes, because these sold for like $20. So, yeah. Love to hear it. These folks too hooked on the clothing. Yeah, I got out of clothing. I live in the Bay Area where everything is like at a much higher price point, so I'd rather pay up for things that are going to give me better profits. Just like that hat, I paid $30 for it, and it sold in less than an hour. Whereas a Callaway shirt, a Tommy Bahama shirt, this has been in my closet since like 2020, summer of 2023. No, that sold in less than an hour. So, again, Tommy Bahama, this sold for an offer of $15. It's 100% silk, but Tommy Bahama died, so I wouldn't pick it up unless it's super, super cheap or some crazy absolute print. But even then, I still wouldn't do, I still wouldn't waste my time unless I can get it mad cheap. So, yeah, Tommy Bahama sold offer $15. This one sold for $7 on Poshmark. This was eBay. And then the shorts were Poshmark as well. REI. This vintage REI medium puffer jacket sold in May, Memorial Day weekend, the day after Memorial Day. So list your stuff. If you're a seasonal seller, I highly recommend listing things year round, because this sold in May. It's basically summer. Like, it's about to be like 90 degrees this week here in California. Like, so yeah, it's a medium. I was thinking about keeping it, but when I tried it on, it gave me like a hunchback, and we ain't doing that. So it's gonna go to a nice home. And it sold for $25 on Poshmark. You still pick up any clothes, or you drop clothing altogether? No, I still pick it up. I'm just extremely picky. You'll see in my yard sale haul, I did get a little bit of clothing, but I only get it if it's absolutely cheap, or I will pay up if I'm gonna get like crazy profits, like blazers. I will pay up for blazers. I'll pay up to like $15 if I recently sold a Canali blazer. I paid $12 for it, and it sold for 50 or 60. So yeah, I will pay up depending on, but I am very, very, very picky, and I will not check out before I comp. I don't care if I spend 2 hours at a store or whatever. Yard sales are a different game, but I always comp before I check out, and I won't get anything below 80% sell-through rate right now at thrift stores, because we have yard sale opportunities. Come winter time, that might change, but yeah, right now I won't get anything that's below 80% sell-through rate at thrift stores. And yard sales, I'll probably drop it to like 40%. Like the hat had not that great of a sell-through rate, because I have to do fast research at yard sales, right? So what's up, man? What's up, Adam? How you doing? I'm just going over what sold this weekend. I had some crazy fun sales, and I went yard selling this weekend, and some of the things that I've already talked about are going to be coming back in this, so stay tuned. But yeah, so I highly, highly recommend just venturing into a whole bunch of categories. But clothing is still good if you can get it cheap enough. So on to Mercari. I absolutely love Mercari. I know a whole bunch of people hate it, but I absolutely love it because it's completely, absolutely full profit once something sells. These sold for $89.97 on Mercari, and yes, they paid the fees. So don't be scared about all that Mercari nonsense. That's nonsense. So $89.97. These are some snakeskin boots. Western is in right now. All that good stuff. So you know that this was a nice sale, and it's summer. It's the time when everyone wears all these boots. So yeah, snakeskin. I don't want to say it's python because I can't be absolutely 100% sure, but some of the comps came up as that, so I just put snakeskin. But yeah, $89.97 on Mercari. And these, oh yeah, and this is the last item of like what sold over the weekend. Are these Nike, I think they're the Tajin, or they're the, oh no, these are the Reacts, right? Yeah, these are the Nike Reacts. My friend gave me a bunch of her shoes that she didn't want anymore. So this is full profit, $14 on eBay. So not bad. Everything is plus shipping. Never find boots in our area. Really? That's tough. I actually found these at Savers. Savers opened close to me not too long ago, and I found them. I paid up a little bit for them. I paid like $17.99, and they but I had a coupon. No, wait. No, I didn't have a coupon because opening day they did not let us use coupons, so that was kind of annoying. But yeah, from $17.99 to $89.79. I'll take that all day. 97 cents. I'll take that all day. So yeah, this is the last thing that I sold. Nike Reacts, nothing crazy, but full profit, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, tell your friends, tell your family what you do, because you get stuff like this. And she came to drop it off to me. It's not like, I had to go pick it up and everything. I find them, but too often. Just scoop some newer Danners. What? That's awesome. Good job. That's sick. I can't wait to see that sold video. But that's good. I mean, yeah, you're in an area where it is more like Western, hunting, country. So that makes sense. Not too often. Oh, not too often. Okay. Yeah, this past month I picked up I just sold some Justin boots not too long ago. I think this past week actually. So country. Yeah, see, country. You know what I mean. I'm too California for all this. But yeah. Oh, thank you for joining the team. And I see you guys are talking to So that's cool. So yeah, this is what sold. And now let me move this out of the way so I can show you guys what I got over this weekend. And because there's some cool stuff. I'm going to be packing not on live today just because I got a whole bunch of stuff to do. And my post office closes at 5. I don't know about y'all, but... And it's already 2:17. So, but yeah, I will be making like packing videos on the rotisserie oven and the CHP hat because, you know, that's a way, like, we way out here. I know. I've finally been able to catch a live. Oh, what's up, Old North? I know, yeah. See, I come on sporadically, but I had some really good sales, and I wanted to show you, like, everyone bundling opportunities. I'm also live on YouTube right now, so that's recorded. So if you are, like, watching any of my replays, that's why I do the YouTube lives. So you guys can catch all this fun information, because there's some good tidbits in here. And I like to show you guys the fun stuff, the good sales, and how you can get more sales, like bundling Callaway Opti-Dry polos that you can get for super cheap. Oh, I forgot these two, actually. I sold this Cuisinart lid. I got it for free on like a curb alert. There was a whole bunch of pots and pans. The pots and pans were all like scratched up, but the lids were fine. So it's a Cuisinart, like, what was it, a 7-inch one? So yeah, that was a pretty cool full profit sale. I think it sold for $11. I had it set for $12.97. Someone offered $11, and I for sure took that. This is a fun sale. I got a whole bunch of these poker casino chips from Jimmy, Big Apple Picker, the Picking Couple, on Whatnot. They have like this whole like live from junk removal show. Is pretty cool. So I got a whole bunch of these poker chips from them. I paid up a little bit, but I've already made, just off of these 4 Titanic chips that I found in there, I already made $80. So, and then I sold a Donald Trump Harris Atlantic City chip for $15. And then and then I sold a Babe Ruth Tropicana Atlantic City. They're all from Atlantic City, and some of them are like decommissioned, so that's pretty sick. So yeah, I got that from Jimmy's show, so definitely check out their shows because they got some pretty sweet stuff. I also got like 3 Lego sets, new in box. One is like a retired Rockefeller Center Lego architecture one. The other one is a Star Wars one that I already sold for $27 and some change, and that paid for like all of them because I got them all for $3. Yeah, exactly. Everyone knows Jimmy Johnson. So yeah, so these sold for $19.97. All 4 of these, I think it was like a collector because he bought 3 of them. They sold for $19.97, and I only have one more left that has a watcher, and I'm not sending any offers on these because I know these sell without me doing absolutely anything. I have one, and you can check my store. It's a Donald Trump Harris one. I'm a profit off that hoe. Donald Trump Harris one for $45.97 because it last sold for $70. And if you know why I'm setting it at that price. But yeah, so those are fun. Like if you come across poker chips, fun sale. So yeah, that was the last one of them all. And now we're moving on to what I got over this weekend. So I spent $136 at all the yard sales. It was a community sale, like 25 minutes from my house, so it wasn't too bad. And yeah, so let's get this started. It was a buy cost of $6 and some change. So we're gonna bring it right back to this guy. I got this CHP hat from this one collector guy. He had a whole bunch of stuff. And he kind of knew what he had, but he didn't really know what he had because he wouldn't let this go. Because I kept offering him like $15 and he wouldn't take less than 30. So I technically got it for 30, but it sold for $297.97. I listed it last night, and in less than an hour, this guy sold. It sold to a collector. He collects all this military stuff, and he sells some of it, but he mainly collects. And it's a California CHP. It's a Stratton hat. So that's also another thing too. A Stratton cell forming, made in USA. Yeah. It sold for $297.97. And I saw that there were some felt ones for $450. I didn't think I would get $450, but I knew I would get at least $300. So I said it, and it sold in less than an hour. So it's pretty sick. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I was left stunned. I was watching Dune 2 at the time, and I had to pause the movie because I just looked at my phone and I was like, did I set this at $2? Or like I had a look. It was insane. What to come up? Yeah, exactly. It was insane. So this paid for everything I got here and then some. So that was pretty sick. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for this stuff. This stuff didn't have a great sell through, but as a collector's item and as in the condition that is in, this thing is in brand new condition. This guy like never used it. Obviously, he was just a collector. Yeah, I knew like I could get good money for this, but I thought it was gonna sit. I really honestly thought this was gonna sit in my shop for a bit, and I was just gonna place it somewhere to, you know, like display while it sold, right? And I didn't even get to do that, so. But I am not mad at it because this paid for this whole thing and then some. So yeah, that's the first and best item. I'm a super sore-minded, but wait, what? I'm super sore-minded, but so through and everything. Good job on that. But okay, I need you to retype that because I'm not totally understanding that. Oh, I'm sell-through minded, but so through and everything. Good job on that. Oh yeah. I only get right now. I'm only getting 80% plus sell-through items at thrift stores. I'll drop it maybe to 40% at yard sales, but I'm very, 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 very. I'm a huge proponent on high sell-through rates because being a high sell-through rate seller has completely changed my store around. I can happily say that I went from, in February, my eBay store was at a 21% sell-through rate, and now I am at a 57% sell-through rate. It dropped a little bit. These past 2 weeks were a little bit slow, but and I think it's right now a little bit, like, it's either at 55 or 54, but yeah, I'm at a 57% sell-through rate right now in my store. So that means that every 90 days, 54% of my store sells. So it's pretty sick. I highly recommend learning about sell-through rates. If you are a little bit iffy, not too sure how to do it, I have a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube on how to check sell-through rates and how I turn my store around. So definitely check that out. On to the next item. I got these Saucony, what are these? These are the Saucony Jazz 600 XT. They go for about like $30 and I got them for $5. So, you know, nice little pickup. That's the only thing I got at this sale. How many items do you have listed? 350, like a little over 350. And I sold 170 something. These size 15 Jordans were a crazy surprise to me because if they pass authenticity, which I'm pretty sure they do, they passed all my checks and I checked the serial and everything, I can get about $150 for these. I saw comps between 85 to 150. These are a size 15. And they're like the more like, I guess the retro. I forget which ones these are. I suck at shoes, but I just love to sell them. Boats, LOL. Yeah, exactly. Like, look at this thing. Like, this is like 2 of my hands. Insane. But yeah, I got these for $5, I think. I got like some other shoes with these. So like, yeah, like $5, so not bad. And then here's the other one. So I've already gone, before I went live, I already cleaned all these shoes that you're seeing. So that's why some of them look a little bit like, I don't know, like a little wet or whatever. But yeah. So it's been, I also got, and with these same ones, I also got these Mephisto sandals. Mephisto is a brand to be on the lookout for. So here is a bolo alert for everyone right now. Mephisto. This is a brand, it's a little faded, but this is a good brand to be on the lookout for. I recently sold some lace-up shoes by Mephisto, and they did pretty well. I think I sold them for like $30-something. And these sandals comp out for like 30-something as well. So Mephisto is a really good one to look out for. They're just some, you know, simple sandals. But I got these like a little polished up and cleaned up, and they're ready to be photographed after this live. This is another nice sweet bolo if you can find it. Another big shoe. These are Thursday boots in basically brand new condition. Again, I just finished cleaning them, so they're a little wet. But these are in beautiful, beautiful condition. I just got these cleaned up. And yeah, Thursday boots do really well. I actually want some Thursday boots for myself when I can find some, or like see a nice sale. But yeah, be on the lookout for Thursday boots. These are like the suede one, so pretty good pickup there. I got all these shoes that I'm showing you guys, I got them all together. Thursday boots, another solid comp. Exactly. Yeah, yes. I am learning. I have learned so much in these past 2 years. Oh yeah, let me keep it with the same one. So I also got these Nike shoes. I forget exactly what, I suck at models and brands and stuff, but they're a women's size 8. They're this, I remember there's like the cherry something in this, but like, look at these, like basically brand new condition. Like they even still have like the little size tag thing, like absolutely insane. So definitely, like, you know, I love selling shoes. They're nice bread and butter. If you can get Nikes super cheap enough, even like the simplest models do well. So they're everyday shoes. Everyone wants to wear Nikes. They're like those like brands that, you know, everyone wants to wear. So you look for them for cheap. And if you can find them super cheap, I usually get them because they're like 20, like those other ones that I showed you guys. They're like $15 to $20 all day. So these go for about, I saw comps between $30 to $50. And I'm thinking in the condition that they're in, I'm going to shoot up for a little bit higher on these. So, yeah. I'm definitely happy with, look at the condition I got in all these shoes have been really, really good. That's why I was super happy about that. These last ones from all those shoes I got, this person had a whole bunch of shoes. I don't know if they were a seller and it just didn't work out for them or something, but like this is a whole bunch of random shoes. These are some Merrell sandals. I have like the ick of like touching sandals sometimes. These are like some Merrell sandals, nice bread and butter. Again, they still have like the little size tag on them. So, they are, I forget the model on these, but yeah, definitely be on the lookout. They're nice hiking sandals. They're pretty great pickups if you can find them. Again, super cheap. Cause these are like $30 all day. Like I would say 25 to 30 if you want to like shoot at market or whatever. I always list my stuff at market and then send out offers. And then this was at a different sale now. I picked up this, what's it called? This San Francisco Giants Nike hat, you know, just bread and butter, probably like $10. I got it for 50 cents. Like, nothing crazy about that. I got this for 50 cents as well. It's a nice sun hat, nice, easy, quick bread and butter all day long. Especially right now. And then these are some fun Callaway golf covers. I forget what they're for. I know nothing about golf. I just sell it again. I don't sell items. I sell sell-through rates. So these are like some golf head covers. So yeah. These two, I got these two. Again, it's like a buy cost of $6 and some change. Because I go to these are like, especially community sales, you go to so many and some are so next to each other that I'm just like, what did I start with? What did I spend? That's my buy cost, you know? So yeah, I got these two and I already listed them. I think I listed each one for like $11.97, something like that. Not bad. Oh yeah, I got, so with that collector guy, he threw in this LL Bean, adventure duffel. It's a huge duffel. He just threw it in because I got a whole bunch of stuff in which you'll see, because it's like more towards the bottom. Whitest for a driver, the other is a hybrid clutch, maybe. Oh, okay, yeah, like on the comp that I got, it told me what it was for, but I completely forgot that by now. So yeah, he threw this in because I got a whole bunch of stuff. So I comped this out. This LL Bean Adventure duffel goes between like $35 to $50 depending on like the print. This like more basic one would probably go for like $35. So yeah, LL Bean, and their travel stuff does pretty well. Perfect sport bag like baseball. Exactly, yeah. So it's a great big one. I'm like contemplating on keeping it for like trips and stuff. I travel a lot like to Mexico, so it'd be really nice, but we'll see. But yeah, you can get like $35 for those, so be on the lookout for them at yard sales, or if you could get them super cheap at a thrift, I don't know, but like yeah. And then I got these jeans here. I got these jeans each for $1. They're like some Lucky brand, nothing special about them. They're a little bit more, I would say like bread and butter. Again, if you can get it cheap, Lucky brand as well. It's a size 34, so that's a pretty decent size. And I got them for $1 each. So, again, but I wouldn't pick up, Lucky brand jeans at the thrift for like $10. That's what we're seeing now. I for sure wouldn't do that. A lot of the clothing that you're seeing right now, I wouldn't pick it up at the thrift store. So these, they have these ones have a little bit of rips right here, but I think they'll still do fine. And that's why I still took them, because they were $1 each. We'll see. Maybe they'll turn them into cutoffs or something. But I'm thinking $19.97. and we'll set these. So again, same exact gene and everything, just different wash. Let's see. Now we're gonna go back to this collector guy, because this is where all the cool stuff comes from. So I got this, excuse me. This is like something new to me, but I've heard about it before. It's called, my allergies are getting to me. It's called a Sony Watchman. So there's like a little black and white TV in here, which is pretty sick. And it's also like a radio. So it's like the sweet nostalgia vintage stuff that's coming back right now. Definitely be on the lookout for this. I highly, highly recommend it if you can get it cheap enough. Estate sales right now are having a lot of these, but be careful. Do not get them for like $10, $15 that they're listing them for, because these only go for like $20. So like, I definitely wouldn't pick them up for more than a couple bucks. But yeah, Watchman, Sony, this is a pretty good bolo. I would definitely look this up and check if it works. I love selling small electronics. It's easy shit. And now for like probably the reason why I decided to pay up with that guy, with that hat, is because of this. So this is a Minolta film camera with all its accessories. I'm a photographer, so like my jaw fell open when he told me $40 for everything. That was insane, because just this camera on its own without the flash is $99 all day. So it's pretty sweet. I just have to test it out, but it's looking like everything is in beautiful condition. His dad was a collector, and he looks like he took perfect care of all this stuff. So this was a nice little film pickup. So it comes with the flash. It comes with two flashes, actually. It comes with the flash, this is like $15. This is like $99 with the kit lens, which is how I'm going to sell it. This telephoto lens goes for about $30, because again, this is more of the vintage film stuff. Vintage film is very in right now, so I highly, highly recommend it. Do you source at flea markets? I have not, but I do want to source there. Flea markets is also something I do want to add to my repertoire. There are some good flea markets close to me, so that is a very good question, because I do want to add that to my stuff, because you can get some really good stuff at flea markets as well. That's another good thing. So yeah, this is a telephoto lens. It's an autofocus variable lens. It even goes macro. Like if you know about photography, this is a pretty good lens. All of these older film cameras were made in Japan, and that's another reason why they retain their value. So it's a variable lens, autofocus, beautiful, beautiful. He took super good care of all this stuff. And let's see. This is the other flash. Again, this is probably like $19. This is a little bit of a better flash. So this one's probably like $19, I think, if I remember from the comps. I already drafted all this. I just need to, and I already took photos of everything that I could take photos of, except for the shoes, because I cleaned those today before I went live with you guys. But yeah. Let's see, I'm just catching up, seeing if there's any other questions. I love the flea market, but sometimes I take losses, especially with cameras. Yeah, see, so that's the thing where you kind of have to start to negotiate. What I usually do, I don't know if you do this, you probably do. This is a question from YouTube, guys. So this is typically how I like to start at yard sales is I'll say, if it's a digital camera, does it come with the charger? Does it have the charger? And they usually say no. Does it have the battery? They'll usually say, if they say no, again, you can drop it down. And then, have you tested it? Do you know if it works? Oh, I don't know. You could drop it down again. So that's where you can get cameras between like $3 to $7 if you play that way. Sometimes you do take the hit. Again, with hard goods, you pay a little bit more up, but the profits are much better, as we've noticed. So negotiate that way. Or if you can, bundle a whole bunch together. That way it doesn't hurt so much. Because I did recently get from Big Apple Pickers, the Picking Couples Whatnot show, a whole bunch of cameras. One of them is not in working condition, so you can also sell them for parts. That's another thing too. But again, if the sell-through rate isn't that great, it might not sell for parts. So that's another thing too. Could you please line up the green shoes? Huh? Line them up? Oh, is it like hurting your OCD? But like, yeah, no, I get that. The OCD shit, I get that. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, so at thrifts, I typically wouldn't get cameras unless I can get them super cheap. And so I recently got one there from the Picking Couple and didn't work. You can sell it for parts, but again, if the sell-through rate sucks, if you're not too sure about the best advice I can give you, if you're not too sure about it, comp it out. And if the comps aren't even good for parts, probably don't pick it up. So, but let's see, where was I? Oh yeah. And then, this is something interesting that I've never, as a photographer, I mean, I don't really like film. I'm more into digital. Film is cool, but to get the sort of shots I like to exactly see what I'm trying to get. So anyways, this is like a cool little vintage like shutter thing. Like way back in the day, they should be longer, right? This is like for a close range. You could like now we have the self timers. This would be the timer for it. You would push it and it would like take the photo, which is pretty cool. So I thought this was pretty cool. I have a 10-inch one. Oh, this is the 20-inch one, and then this is the 10-inch one. This one goes for like $30, and this one goes for like $20. So be on the lookout for these tiny things because again, easy super ship. So, super easy ship on these two. And this is like some lens cleaning paper, vintage, not the best seller. I wouldn't pick it up, but it came with this bundle, so obviously I'm going to list it, and I think I listed it for like $7.97. So nothing too crazy. This last thing in here is this Kenko multi-coated filter. Filters are things that go on lenses to protect them. And this one goes for about $15, I think. This one's pretty cool because this one, they actually went to Japan to get it because they paid in yen. So that's pretty cool. This person actually traveled to Japan probably to pick up a lot of this stuff, which was pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. Like, the things that you get, right? So, so that is... Did I get anything else from that guy? Oh, this last thing. With the Watchman, I also saw this, again, vintage radio. It's a Sony. It's a good brand. And... you know, those AM, FM, super basic stuff goes for about like $20. This also goes for about like $20. So if the radios work and all that stuff, check for battery corrosion. Battery corrosion isn't hard to clean. You just take a little vinegar, swab the corroded parts, and then clean it off with some alcohol or just like cotton swab it, you know? And yeah, I've brought some remotes back to life that way. Because the things usually work. It's just there's like a short with the, what's it called? With the corrosion in there. So yeah, this is another little nice pickup that has pretty good sell-through rate. I want to say, I don't remember the sell-through rates, but if I picked it up, it was pretty good. And I got things mad cheap too. This next one, I'm going to show you guys just one part of it, but I got the whole thing because it's a lot. I was at a yard sale and I walked up and this was like playing. They played it so you could see that it works. And I saw the tag for, I think it's already gone. I saw the tag for like $5 on top of it. And I was like, and I asked her, I was like, is that $5? She's like, yeah. She's like, and I was like, I'll take it. Because just this thing alone sells for like $100. Like, obviously with the little speaker. So it comes with the speakers and it comes with the remote. It's like the full thing. But yeah, just like it sells for like $100. So obviously I was gonna take it. CDs and all this stuff, all this nostalgia stuff is coming back. So be on the lookout for it. Obviously I was gonna take it for $5. And I saw that it was working. I'm obviously still gonna test it myself because I like to test it. That's, you know, if like, you know, you want to make sure that it works well. So I'm obviously gonna test it myself, but I saw that it was working. It was playing the radio, so I was gonna take it home for $5. Are you insane? So yeah. This was also fun. This was also with these boots and like all the shoes I got. Linksys router. It's like a really good router. This goes for about like $30-$40. But I'm probably gonna set it for like 30. And yeah, I like routers. I wouldn't dabble too much into this stuff unless you know a little bit about like networking and routers and stuff, or just learn on YouTube. Like you can learn everything on YouTube. That's how I learned how to, what did I recently learn? Oh, how to test receivers. I recently learned how to test receivers and I just learned that all on YouTube. I took a day off I took a day to just test all the receivers I had, and I went on YouTube and I learned how to do it. And now I know how to test them without going on YouTube. So that's pretty cool. That's what I love about this job. You learn something new every day. So yeah, this router goes for about like $30-$40. Nice brand router, easy ship. And the last two items. I got these two little bags of Legos. I got them for like both for $10. And I got them because there's a whole bunch of minifigs in here. I don't know too much about Legos, but again, I am down to learn anything if it's worth the money. It has a whole bunch of minifigs in here, and I just saw one that made me buy the whole thing because there's a Captain Jack Sparrow in here. I don't know which bag it is. That's worth $15 on its own. So definitely, if you can find these for super cheap, I would pick them up. I probably maybe paid up compared to some other people that like, but I got $10 for both of these, and one of these is gonna make me my money back. I'm obviously gonna take it. There's some Disney ones in here. There's this really neat one. There's some Power Rangers ones in here. And I found, what's his name? Syndrome from, oh, here he is. Syndrome from The Incredibles is right there. I didn't comp him out, but I just feel like he's worth something. And that sounds pretty cool. I didn't know they made The Incredibles Lego sets. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I got these two bags for $10, and we're gonna have some fun sorting them out, seeing what's worth what. What else? And yeah, oh, this one I got, but I'm gonna keep for myself because it's just so cute. And I love Harry Potter. It's a head wig. I got it for $1. I'm gonna keep it because like even if I kind of already had the idea that I was gonna keep it. But when I checked the comps of like $8 all day on this, I was like, it's gonna go on my shelf. So yeah, I got all this stuff for $136. How did you guys think I did? I think I did a really good job, because if you're just tuning in, I got this and sold it the same day from these yard sales for $200.97. $297.97. That 97 really gets me sometimes, but that's how I set my stuff, because Psychology, big box stores do it. Look it up, it's Number Psychology. It's a really interesting thing once you start getting into like the marketing and everything of like what we do. So yeah, this is what I got. This is what I sold over the weekend. If you're just tuning in and you didn't catch that stuff, the replay will be on YouTube. I'm also live on YouTube right now, so you can check that out. Ask any questions that you have that you didn't put in right now while I was live. I'm always answering questions. I turned my store around from a 21% sell-through rate to a 57% sell-through rate. It was at 59 for a little bit, but it dropped just a smidge. And then it dropped again just a smidge, I think, to like 54. But we're picking it up again, and I'm loving that I have to sell less to make more. And that is why I love being an everything seller. I love being a high sell-through rate seller because of all those things. Like I said, in just 2 things, I made over $350. And that's awesome. Just those little tiny poker chips that I can ship for 3 ounces, but I set to 6 ounces. I sold already like 4 of them for more than $10. That's insane. It's fun to sell all this stuff. So if you guys have any last minute questions, drop them in the chat real quick. If you guys have any questions after, head on over to YouTube and drop them in the chat there. And I'm going to head off to pack because it's 2:45. My post office closes at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I got 10 things to ship, and some of these things are going to take me a little bit. You expect some videos on how I ship the hat and how I ship the rotisserie oven. That will also be over on YouTube. The links are in my bio. Go and check those out if you're on TikTok. If you're on YouTube, well, you already know what I got there. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining. It was really fun interacting with you guys. I'm trying to do a little bit more lives, so you guys can see what I pick up. It's yard sale season. It's a great time to see what everyone is picking up, especially at these cheap prices. And as an everything seller, sometimes I have like certain items that sell that I just want to show you guys, because when will you see a CHP hat? When will you see a Titanic ship from 1997? That's pretty cool. I love what I do. So it's fun to do this as a full-time living. And if you guys want to know more, hit that follow button if you haven't already. So I'm going to head off. I need to do a whole bunch of shipping. It's been a crazy day. It's been a fun day. I also cleaned a whole bunch of shoes. And if I have time, which is looking like it's not, but I'm going to try. Oops, snap. I want to go to the gym. So we'll see. But yeah. Now I gotta get out of here so I can get out of here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining in, and I will catch you on the next one.